What's happening, world? Friday.
Happy Friday, y'all. What's going on?
Happy Friday.
August
Friday.
What's up with it?
28th. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films, History of the Making Entertainment, deep in the town, doing what we do as always. Hope y'all, hope everything going good in y'all world. What's happening? Got my, as you see, I got a
Full cast
got
tonight,
a
man.
cast tonight. Let everybody introduce themselves.
It's your boy Jay Hughes, a.k.a. Jay Boogie, a.k.a. Johnny Hughes, a.k.a. Redbone Boy Wonder in the building on a Friday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to go ahead and push forward for another month or another week with all the bullshit that's going on.
Yes,
You know, air conditions alone, nigga.
yeah.
Who else is in the building today?
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Pharaoh. I'm an author and a filmmaker, and I hang around with these guys. So that says it all.
Yes, it does.
I'm joining the gentlemen today. My name is Mishanae Kinnan, and I am the Busy Wife, the owner, executive chef of the Busy Wife Personal Chef and Catering.
Busy wife, personal caterer, chef and caterer. That's what's happening. I cook myself, you know. So, tell us, how did you get into cooking?
I grew up in a soul food restaurant in Oakland. Here, I come from an old,
What was it called?
The Barn. Our family's restaurant was started by my great grandparents when they migrated here from Louisiana, and
Down
with
south.
his one arm and 11 children,
Ooh.
they started multiple businesses down in West Oakland. The Barn was once a market. There was a market called Save Yourself Market, but over time it evolved into a restaurant space, cafeteria style, to feed the masses at one time. So I grew up in that atmosphere. It's kind of my birthright.
What's the history of that name? Save Yourself?
Save Yourself Market,
Was
exactly
it
what
like
it sounds like.
Some Crusaders or something?
My great grandfather didn't play. Save Yourself Market. He believed in entrepreneurship. He believed in pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, and he believed in making a way, and not
Even
waiting
when
for
there wasn't a way.
right, and not waiting for someone else to come and do it for you.
That's what's up.
So save your own self.
Shout out to them ancestors like that,
Yeah,
man.
shout out.
They
Let's
endured.
let's cheers to that.
Man, they
Yeah,
endured
right.
so
Cheers,
much.
man.
Cheers to that. Say yourself. People that paved the way.
One
Love
time,
that name.
one time.
I had to borrow that.
Entrepreneurial
That's
sport, I love
legacy
it.
right there.
Yeah,
That's what's
that's
happening.
real.
So, you've been cooking for
Whew.
a while, I take it.
Yeah. I'm a mother and a wife, and so I didn't raise my children on fast food.
Yeah,
I
fast
made
food
their
is
baby
never-
food. I made, I've always cooked for my friends and family. Food is a universal love language for me.
What's your
It
specialty?
is.
The shrimp etouffee is the Busy Wife signature dish at this point.
Yeah, we got some too. I'm gonna dig into that. Well, y'all ain't gonna be able to watch, but yeah, I'm gonna dig into that in a minute.
That
The
sounds
shrimp
French.
it's a Creole dish. It's a mixture of a lot of different aspects of life, kind of how we are as African American people. It takes some of the essences of Africa, Spanish, French, and which is what makes Creole
So
Creole.
it's a heavy Louisiana influence.
Yep, it's layered.
And I assume that your grandfather coming from Louisiana had in his restaurant. had
Well,
a lot of influence.
So it's Creole food and soul food are different.
Why do some people act like they're interchangeable?
They can be, because depending on where you're from, one is always right there with the other, right? How we grew up in our family's restaurant, it was a soul food restaurant, so you didn't get the etouffees and gumbos and things like that. You got smothered pork chops and fried chicken and smothered corn and stuff like that. More so of the soul food, whereas Creole food is gonna be more roux and sauces, and it's based with there's a lot of butter, a lot of peppers and onions and spice kind of.
My grandmother and my mom, well, of course, my grandmother, she's Creole, and my mom, when she cooks, you can tell it's got a different, taste to it, but it's a taste that, like, it brings up the other taste buds and shit.
Right.
It's just wrong.
It's layered. So a lot of times, I like cooking soul food because it's simple. You're taking the basic ingredients, using your trinities, your peppers, your onions, bell pepper, onion, celery, right, and building from that. When it comes to Creole food, there's
give them the secrets now.
so many layers because there's all kinds of different
You ain't
spices.
gonna be able to do it like
Right.
Okay, do the
I keep
shit.
telling people that, like, my hand, it weighs a certain amount. When I shake the salt, only a certain amount will come out.
Exactly. You know what you're doing.
Different.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no measuring cups. No.
My mom would say to me, she say, quit trying to use my brain. Quit trying to use my brain. Just go ahead and dip a dash in there and do something.
Yeah,
Dip a
you
dash,
do a splash of this, a splash of that. Because I like cooking. I love cooking myself. So I'm ecstatic.
And when you
about
cook
your
good,
It's
you know,
therapy.
it
Yes.
really is. Like,
Yes.
that have that end product or that end presentation of what you do, because you do it so well. Like I make some pancakes from scratch, and they're called the awesome pancake. Awesome pancakes, and they're also
you call them awesome pancakes.
No.
The people that eat them call them.
no, actually, it's an African American cookbook.
Okay.
It's it's either African American or African cookbook, but the name of the recipe is the awesome pancakes.
I thought you just make them so raw that people be like, "This is awesome."
So
Lightweight, they do taste awesome though. I'm just saying.
So I got a question from a viewer. They said, "How are you dealing with the catering requests during COVID?"
COVID hasn't stopped anything over here.
Don't stop shit.
Actually, the pivot that I made when COVID first hit, I had taken a job as an executive chef for a restaurant that was slated to open on April 10th, and they did not open. Not only did they not open, they closed the kitchen space that I was utilizing for my own business. I catered for a Montessori school and was doing some work with the city of Oakland. It was just negotiating a contract to work for some of the seniors out here, the senior centers. Yeah. And so everything shut down. A friend of mine introduced me to the creator of Mobile 360.io, which is the app that I use for my business. And so I went from catering to a food delivery service. I created a menu, very specific menu, 1 or 2 items per day, a limited number, and put it on the app. People would buy it, and we would deliver it.
That's what's up.
And so that was the pivot. Some companies were still requesting catering, but the difference is where you can serve everything family style, now you have to package everything individually.
Right.
So the city of Oakland kept a lot of us working in that way. And then I got on with World Central Kitchen. So right now I'm working with them, and they have me up to 870 meals per week.
Oh.
So it's a good program. I mean, it's been hectic, but it hasn't stopped anything over here.
That's the tenacity of a melanated woman, queen right there. I respect that. I salute that.
Absolutely, I definitely salute to that.
That's
like,
about.
could you imagine cooking for that many motherfuckers and you couldn't cook good?
Oh,
Are you like you was a half-ass chef?
who made the potato salad?
Oh, yeah.
This macaroni and cheese tastes like shit.
Who the fuck put cornflakes on the macaroni and cheese? No.
How you fuck up Kool-Aid?
I'm funny style about food.
Yeah.
I wanted to taste like what I remember, and so I feed people what I like to eat.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, how you can taste food and the memory of it can take you to a place?
That's
memory is alone, but like from tasting food,
Yeah.
it can take you back to a place where you're like, oh shit, I remember that.
I've experienced some of that with some customers at brunch. Just recently, this young lady, she's like, "Oh my God, this biscuit with the goat cheese and this." Like, I had something. It was a dessert. It was similar, but it wasn't the same. But it made me feel all of those good feelings, and it was just happiness in my mouth. I'm like,
Hey,
that's what
that sounds like awesome sauce.
Right?
I'm like,
That's what we're aiming for.
Winning.
that's what's up. So,
Winning.
but no, hey, no. But to your point, when you cook, that's the sign of I did my fucking job.
I put
When
my
you-
foot in this motherfucker.
Right.
When you
Take
can
it
make
seriously.
something and it it triggers something in the back of your medulla. That's gangster.
Like once you go ahead and turn on the motherfucking fire,
yeah.
if you don't do the shit right and you
Go
okay
sit
with
down
it,
somewhere.
shoot yourself. You know, like that's in my opinion, that's being with the shenanigans.
Oh, I agree.
Nigga, them is the shenanigans.
I don't cook when I don't feel like it.
Because you ain't supposed to.
You can taste it. Mm-hmm. And my family like, you threw this together, didn't you? I'm like, I did. I absolutely did. The first time I realized that the how big the connection was, the memory of taste and how it affects people. My grandmother walked me through my first banana pudding over the phone. I was living in Reno, and I did it for a church function. And this older lady, she ate some banana. Who made this banana pudding? I said, I did. She says, where are you from? I've tasted this before. And I was like, well, my family used to own the barn. She's like, the barn. This is the barn banana pudding. I was like, you damn Skippy, because that's the only thing I liked the most as a little girl. So I'm going to do it exactly like I remember.
Exactly.
And she remembered it. So it made me like, Grandma did it right.
That's dope.
The old lady knew what I was doing.
Like I said, triggering that memory. Food is the pathway to some raw shit. You know, for lack of a better term.
In fact, one of the greatest black movies ever made was Soul Food, was based around the tradition of the family dinner. And but what made those family dinners so great was, even though it might be simplistic, some smothered pork chop, some chicken, was the love and care that the matriarch will put into it, and then the joy of everybody sitting around together.
It was going like the dominoes. Like
Grandma had you sitting there snapping peas.
Some of y'all
Snap picking greens, all that.
Some
of y'all is going through some things, and your life is feeling empty.
We worked it out.
That void of the family all coming together once a week could really maybe help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's one of the things. In fact, that's probably the only thing I miss from my childhood.
True.
Is that we
family
all came
functions,
together.
yeah.
You know, every now and then at least.
We had that family dinner, and it was
them bonds and them ties. You know, food has been a big part of our. Food has been, because we go through so much out here as black people and stuff that when we can sit down with people that we love and enjoy a good meal, it's almost like it don't matter what's going on in the world.
So
we all together.
So can I play, the fucked up dude? Do you like dressing or stuffing?
Dressing.
Stuffing is not
What?
Stovetop. Not that bad.
Stovetop stuffing.
Stovetop will get you
my brother and family that nobody could make it, so every Thanksgiving we had stovetop.
So I love dressing.
I grew up on stovetop.
I love dressing.
And any of y'all out there laughing at me, you grew up on ramen noodles, so shit.
I love ramen noodles too. I had some today.
I fucks with that shit, but
I work around that.
Okay.
I have a workaround for that.
Okay.
No, I love me some good dressing, man.
I love dressing.
I've had
stuffing. Make some.
Stuffing is so disgusting.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking.
Don't make it.
Well,
this white girl I work with made some
corn, crumbled up cornflakes in the box with peas and carrots.
And
you add some
change of color,
some powdered milk.
But
oregano, nigga.
I had some white girl make this. I was like, don't let her make. Nope, y'all can't make the dressing.
And it's no longer here was the person that handed you that stuffing.
That's okay.
You'll be like, man, stuffing is from heaven.
Okay, that's cool. I can understand that.
Once
I
again,
wouldn't. I'm a little
That must not be regular, Remy, because now I'm thinking about Big Mama and about to start crying in this.
I'm not doing that.
Right, he finally had a couple sips.
But look, here's the thing. My mom, she's a great cook, and again, she's Creole. My mom got them.
And her son is an awesome cook.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I do some shit. I do some shit. My bruh. But I'm trying to get to my mom's skills. But in any event, like my mom, like my brother, I love my brother. Well, anyway, I don't even know how that came out, but my brother didn't really eat a lot of stuff that my mom would cook when we were younger. And,
Rob,
my silly ass, I went ahead and followed suit. My mom started introducing me to her cooking as a grown man, and I fell in love, and I almost wanted to run into the brick wall once again. Nigga, what the hell was you thinking?
We fucked up.
This woman
we had
is
this
cooking
shit in the beginning.
Boss beast meals. Nigga, like shit that You know, I hate when a person say, "Oh, I don't like leftovers." Nigga, the fuck is wrong with you?
Leftovers the best shit ever.
Yeah, that shit's so in the next day.
Let me get that good.
But as a man with offspring, I haven't probably enjoyed leftovers in years.
Oh, they
Sometimes I be like, I've been sitting at work all day thinking about like forget the work assignments and all that. All I'm thinking about is when I get to the house, and then when I get there,
It's gone.
Like speaking of leftovers, the shit. Now, once they make gumbo, you know you want the fresh. You got to get that first taste.
I eat gumbo 5 days straight.
That next day, that shit is.
It didn't set and got all
delicious.
It didn't fermented. It didn't turn into exo gumbo.
I ate gumbo all my life and got almost to a half a century and developed a seafood allergy. So.
I have another friend like that. I would die.
I thought you were supposed to get that when you was a kid.
No.
Well, that's just the environment you live in. You must, you got quality over quantity on the ingredients there.
I've been eating gumbo since I was knee high to a grasshopper, man.
That's what I'm saying.
When they had to be rushed to the hospital.
Oh, that sucks. But wherever you at in this gumbo, depending on who made it, because it's all in the roux.
So you make something now, you gotta make seafood.
It's all in the roux.
You know,
I make 2 batches.
I make I always make a chicken and sausage.
Batch for me.
I make a chicken and sausage gumbo all the time because I have a number of people who can't eat it, so they are always happy.
Yeah.
I had someone's like, "That ain't gumbo. That's chicken stew."
Last time
Monica said leftover lasagna. Okay, I can dig that. Yeah, we can dig that leftover lasagna.
What can y'all eat cold? What?
I can eat cold pizza.
I love chicken.
I can too.
Cold chicken.
I can't.
Like
only
chicken
my grandma's
breast.
chicken.
Cold,
I got at least
it gotta be
chicken breast with skin, like boneless, skinless chicken breast, fried with flour, nigga. Yeah,
Black European
Well, if
percentage
you cook
is
it
probably
right,
higher
it's
than
a
you think.
great piece of meat. But most people overcook chicken breast.
Yeah,
they do.
You gotta cook it to where
You have to cook it like a steak. You have to rest it, and it will continue to cook.
Exactly.
And stay juicy.
Because
it'll be dry.
No,
or
it won't be cooked in all the way in the middle.
No, we're not doing that either.
And motherfuckers is retarded.
We ain't serving you no salmonella.
No, we ain't fucking with that.
Well, see, I'm 80% African American according to Ancestry and me. I don't know
what's the other 20%. The other people?
14% European and like 5% some other.
Killer
shit.
But I'm 80% black, so 60, I don't know what y'all bring.
I'm
so
60,
you black.
40. I'm black.
I'm 100%.
African American in the United States, usually the highest we can get is about 80%.
You know,
I'm at 80%.
I think me and Pharaoh, we kind of share the same complexion, but I don't think I'm 80
No,
though.
you red bone. You red bone. You light skin.
He did say he was a red.
I'm brown.
Boy, motherfucking wonder.
Red boy,
I'm brown.
Red boy wonder.
Red.
Wow. Don't hate on
I'm
me.
brown. I'm brown. He got Indian in his family.
I do. I got Cherokee.
Red boy wonder.
Red bone boy wonder.
I almost wish my mother was alive because she swore we had so much Indian.
I have never heard that before.
Every time he says it, I'm cracking up because that's some shit.
On the inside though. Anyways, so if you good, you know what? What's your best dessert?
Oh, my banana pudding is a slam dunk. This new dessert that I have on the brunch menu, it's kind of like a deconstructed cobbler, but not. When I started making it, so I make these amazing ass biscuits. My homemade biscuits are absolutely delicious.
Okay.
Buttermilk biscuits. My biscuits
are really good. And so I take the homemade biscuit. Brothers Honey. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Brothers Honey. Have you guys heard of them?
No.
So Marcus Simpkins owns Brothers Honey. He is the
Shout out to Marcus Simpkins.
Marcus Simpkins.
Right.
He is a black beekeeper.
Shout out to the black man doing his thing.
Black beekeeper.
Shout out.
Bees make the world go around.
That's right.
I can go on and on and on
about the R&B.
His honey is absolutely
Put it
delicious.
up one time.
Bees
is it domestic honey?
To the bees.
It's local honey.
To the bees.
He's got a farm in Vallejo. I think he's expanding out to the city and out Sacramento.
Okay.
But I just picked up some honey. I'll leave y'all with a jar before I go. His honey is absolutely delicious. It tastes clear on the palate.
My Remy.
Yeah. So I put his honey. I caramelize it with some butter, and I make a honey butter sauce.
It just keeps getting better and better.
Fucking better. It's so good.
And there's a hidden thing about, and this isn't a home remedy. This is actually true. If you have allergies, hay fever,
Honey?
and stuff
Local
like
honey.
that,
Local honey.
if you get local,
Local honey.
honey that's from your area, it can really help with that.
Yeah,
That-
because the flowers that are agitating your sinuses.
Exactly.
So
You
much-
inoculate your system to it because, once again, bees are the most important animals on the planet.
So much
That
information
whole
you can get from Cognac Confessionals.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all watch and learn some shit, niggas? God damn it. I said so much information they can get from the Cognac Confessionals.
I was
We
excited.
educating up in this
I've never
piece,
seen
man.
a black beekeeper
I
personally.
haven't either.
So
That's dope.
I spend my money with this black
I'm gonna have to
beekeeper.
Look, you
Um,
add that to your garden.
I'm ready to
Look,
spend
look,
money
you
with
add that to your garden, pimp.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the bees be in my garden. I love bees because I be
Yeah.
growing my own vegetables.
well.
And shit.
You know, his honey is delicious, and I use it in my honey butter sauce. So with this deconstructed cobbler, I caramelized some peaches with a little brown sugar, and I took just a little bit of the honey butter sauce in there and some cinnamon, and I put them right next to that nice buttery ass biscuit. And then I top it with that honey butter sauce and add some goat cheese to it. That's sweet and savory. It's
Welcome to the good life.
I
Welcome
Deshaun
to the
putting
life.
in an order.
Welcome to the good life,
It's
niggas.
on our
what's
brunch
up.
menu every weekend. We have brunch from 10 to 2, Saturday and Sunday. It's a 4-course prefix menu.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say
We will
that
be
I
there.
have enjoyed the
And you
four
have that
course.
at a fixed location?
I'm down at Diafa Restaurant over in Jack London Square. We're located at 44 Webster. The patio is open. We're facing the water. It's a beautiful atmosphere.
And the shrimp and grits,
Hella
you
good.
kill
Shout
someone.
out to Pam, the
You kill
funktress.
someone.
May she rest in peace. She used to have this great brunch over in she had a little
I
restaurant
remember.
up in Fairfield, and that was, and she charged $25 a head, and that was. It was really great. Shout out to Pam. May she rest in peace.
Well, we 35 ahead because we give you a mimosa.
But see, that's better than his lordships, because I used to go there
Oh,
on
yeah,
Sunday
that's
morning, and a lot of you Negroes used to go there, and they charged us $75 a head. And
But I'm not giving
$85
you
at the
crap,
mimosa.
and I mean, we do have test kitchen night, and I think that's something that's
I'm
gonna
saying
become a
support
thing.
you, just like we supported
Yeah,
Oh,
them.
you
we
know
gon-
what?
we gon-
Can I just say that as a black business and a woman business owner, I have not ever felt the lack of support from my community.
Well, let's get some more.
Period. And
Tell them
so,
where they can find you.
yeah,
That's what's up.
I love.
Yeah, let them know-
us.
let them
We
know how
have
we
been-
can
y'all-
Yeah, so I can put it in the
stay in
comments.
contact.
I'm
Yep,
put
I'm
it
at
all in the comments.
44. I mean, the website is thebusywife.net.
Busywife.net.
I'm
put
at
this in the comments
44.
for y'all.
Busywife.net.
Yep, I'm at 44 Webster Street. The name of the restaurant is temporarily closed, so I'm popping up in there. It's Diafa. It's Dyafa. It used to be not a Mediterranean, a Palestinian, Middle Eastern restaurant, and so the owner has allowed me to
Trey
utilize
Polo,
his
what's that,
space.
man?
So you go every Saturday and Sunday?
I'm there every day.
I'm
about
not trying to
go
give no
back there.
shout outs, but it's right past plank. It's a little down past planks.
Okay.
You know,
It's
going
right before you, like going towards Channel 2 from Kincaid.
Yeah.
right.
Got it.
There you go.
We
There
will
you
We're
be
at
there,
one of the
y'all.
last places down there.
So I can come there tomorrow and get me some brunch.
You sure can.
It's
And
on-
you
I-
can sit down. You can
If
take
you
it to
go, let me know. I'll come with you.
Cool.
I'll fuck with you for real. Cause our brunch is
You ain't
awesome.
gonna be brawling and carrying on now. We can't make this place look bad.
No, maybe God willing, we'll have another podcast and we go ahead and start
we're gonna-
showing the
We're
mobile
gonna
act,
go.
mobile
Yeah,
action,
we're gonna. Yeah.
Action Jackson.
For y'all that tuned in,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
we
saying?
already talked about we're gonna take the podcast on the road, and
We
we've
gonna
already
be
been
moving and
speaking
grooving.
about doing the podcast at the
Mr.
brunch
Bobino,
spot.
I see you.
You know,
It'll be fun.
yeah,
We have
I'm
a
looking
DJ.
forward to it.
Yeah, we have a DJ
I'm
out
looking
there.
forward to it.
Yeah, like it's real. It's some
Who's the
real
DJ?
cool ass ambiance.
Jimmy.
DJ Jimmy. Shout
Yeah,
out.
brother Jimmy, like brother Jimmy's real good, man. It's a cool ass
Jimmy Hooker.
ambiance, man. I mean,
Oh, he's a hooker boy?
What?
No, Jimmy
I ain't say all that.
Oh, okay.
Black-owned liquor company, two sisters, called
Nice.
She Can.
She can and she
can
did.
and
And she will.
Is she here?
And she will.
Who's that out here up front?
Nobody.
I hear a voice
They
out
called
there.
the McBride sisters.
Oh yeah, they
Shout out
call
to
us-
the McBride sisters.
Shout out to the
Shout out
McBride.
to
And it's
Black
called
owned
She Can
sisters.
and
She
she
can.
will.
She will. The
She
melanated
does.
woman-
She
I'm
do.
adding She will, because, you know.
Ain't it so?
She
The
knows.
melanated woman is God, and she must be protected.
She
at all
lives.
costs.
I
At all
appreciate
costs.
that.
She kills.
She will. She'll slit your throat.
I sure will.
She'll put your ass to sleep.
So, we have a lot of unsheltered people and whatnot. And those of you who know me know that I do a lot of work in our community. I believe in us. I do not believe that there was any person or placed on this planet by whoever you believe in, whether it be God, the universe. But the Creator did not place any one of us here without making a provision for us. And so sometimes you have to be the provider. And I don't mind taking that position. And so we do a lot of feeding the community as well. World Central Kitchen has been a huge help in those efforts in the city of Oakland. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that organization.
No, what was the name of it?
World Central Kitchen.
Where they're located?
Well, they have an office space down in Embarcadero, but it's a countrywide nonprofit organization. The Currys are heavily involved with the.
Shout out to the
Put that in there.
Currys.
So what they've been doing is
What's it called again?
World Central Kitchen.
World Central Kitchen, y'all.
They have a number of places throughout Oakland. I deliver food on Mondays to the Prescott Joseph Center in West Oakland on 10th Street. They give out 1,000 meals a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to whoever in the community needs the food.
If you're struggling,
Even if you're not.
you need to come on down there and check this place out, so you can get at least get a good meal in your stomach.
The Black Cultural Zone at Eastmont Mall.
Okay.
I deliver 200 meals to them every
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah, I see when I be driving through. Yeah, they got.
They're
I'm
giving
actually going
out
to be
food.
posting up
Giving out
over there
food.
selling my book and giving part of the proceeds to the African American Arthritis Association.
Nice.
That's
So
Where's that? Where's
The
that?
Black Cultural Zone that they got by the bus stops.
Yeah, the bus stop. Yeah.
I'll be
Okay,
delivering
okay.
food there
You know what
tomorrow.
I'm saying?
We're
In
making
fact,
beef
I'm not
stew
even
and
giving
cornbread.
part of the proceeds. I'm giving all the profit from the books that I sell over there to charity.
That's
You
what's
know what
up.
I'm saying?
So this organization is providing local restaurants and chefs with the opportunity to earn some money during this pandemic. And so they order food from us with 100, I think it's 100 meal minimum, to donate to the community. So I have 7 or 8 different locations that I drop food off throughout the week, and they're giving it away. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you guys know any philanthropists, and they want to throw some money around, the World Central Kitchen is definitely an organization that's deserving.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hit them up and throw some cash their way.
Yeah, I agree, man.
You never stand as tall.
The blessed one is the
bending
giver.
over to help someone else.
That is true. That
Yeah,
is true.
the greatest blessing is blessing another. The greatest blessing is blessing another. So I mean, like when you
That's
realize,
giver.
when you realize that you can be a blessing to others, it doesn't make you say, "Let me get blessed." The greatness and the feeling from it says, "Let me continue.
Right.
Let me do
feeding the soul.
more. If not, stay on the same pace."
Right.
And I think as brothers and sisters, we need to pay more attention to that, man. I mean, like, you're feeding people, and that's
Not just me feeding people, though. So I want to be real clear. I've done a number of different things in the community where I've put a GoFundMe together. All of y'all are helping me feed the community. I have never, ever wanted or went without because I fed somebody else.
Right.
And I hear all the time, like, black people don't do this and we ain't doing that. That's bullshit.
We do a lot.
We do a
We
lot.
do a
and,
definitely a lot.
And if you pay attention, or you pay attention to your circle, you might need to move around if they're not doing a lot. But we do a lot, and I'm proud of us and the work that we do in our own community. Yes, is there more work to be done? Absolutely, but we're doing it. So don't let no one, make you believe that we're not out here doing what we're supposed to do or what we can do, because that's not true.
Right.
Amen.
And to your point on that, the thing, even the misconception of that is because a lot of these organizations, nobody's sharing what they're doing. And not saying the organization's not sharing, other people aren't spreading that word out that, hey, this is what's going on with them over here. Or if they are, it's not that many people. I can tell you, you tell you, you tell you, he tells you, then the person after you tell them, but then they don't tell the fifth person.
Right.
So
You gotta share the love.
right. I mean, it's a lot that, and I'm not gonna call us African Americans because we're not. But that's a whole different story. You'll get that at 3 in the morning.
I'm
you already
black.
know
I don't care.
And to
I'm
piggyback
not
off
that
of-
either.
and
Well,
to
I
piggyback
am.
off
I'm-
what you
we-
said. One of
I'm
the
black
things to
today.
piggyback off of what you said is that one thing is that we don't share, but it's almost like we got a thing in our community. Those that know seem to do.
Mouth to
Those who are the least informed seem to be the loudest. So
Right.
it seems like it might be a majority, but it's really just this one dude who ain't did no research talking about, I ain't seen nothing,
and
and
it's
with his head in
always
the
something
sand.
happening.
But they're hella loud.
It's always
Whereas the
something
ones who
going
know
on.
what's
Always.
happening just go about
Yeah, 'cause
business and making it happen.
They think about speaking, but the motherfucker that's talking so loud makes them believe like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll keep my gems. You know, my mom always said.
But that
never-
dude just loud. You know what
That's what I'm
the fuck
saying.
he talking about.
He drowns out the real message. My mom said never cast pros of swine. You know, I mean, like that's a real motherfucking thing.
I've been told that about some of these men.
Hey, it's a real ass thing.
And the country version of that is don't put lipstick on a pig. In
I
other
don't eat
words,
pork,
don't waste your
so-
time trying to make something beautiful to somebody that's determined to be ugly.
I ain't got
Determined
pig
to
ain't
be
got nothing to go. I cook it for other
I'll
people,
cook it for you. That's it.
but I don't eat it. That's it.
I made some good pork chops the other day, and I didn't even eat not one because I'm trying to transition to a pork-free lifestyle.
I definitely will still
Welcome to the
partake in a
game.
piece of bacon there. Now I ain't gonna lie, bacon is hella good.
Oh, you know what? I meant to say I got to give a shout out to one of my uncles.
Go ahead.
My uncle Val. I want to give also a shout out to my uncle Alonzo, my uncle Gregory, and my uncle Joe. Some of the greatest uncles to ever have in your life.
Uncles is like your first. Not, I ain't gonna. What I say, guardian.
Like your daddy
guardians.
friend.
But
But
we'll get you in some mischief.
Yeah,
but
let you do some
We'll
mischief.
give you the shield, the He-Man shield. Uncles is the
like
shit.
if you do some bad shit, they be like,
motherfucker,
did you get away with it?
Did you win?
Oh yeah, did you win? You know, nigga, they
Well,
won't
when
be
you're
like,
when you're the niece of an uncle,
Yeah.
it's a little
Oh,
bit
for
different.
sure.
and you be like,
I got
Hey, well, shout out to all the good uncles.
right,
good uncles. Yeah,
you
them
go
good
ahead and
uncles.
be like,
Some of them are raggedy.
don't
Speaking
tell
of
moms,
uncles-
don't tell pops, don't tell mom, don't tell pops.
Yeah, speaking of uncles, rest in peace, Uncle James King. We laid him to rest
Rest in
today.
peace.
Rest in peace, brother.
I can literally say on both sides, mother and father, my uncles were probably some of the least interested in our well-being men on
man,
on
my
earth.
uncles.
I'm talking
We
about completely
experienced that.
uninvolved. But I used to see a lot of my friends whose uncles were very
Heavily
They could give them a
involved.
couple of dollars. They could get some game from uncle. They could get more game from uncle than they could from their
Put you
parents.
aside, nephew. Nephew.
I had 6 uncles, and I think them niggas was competing. Like, I swear to God,
give you the most
who
game?
was the coolest? Who had the most game? Because you know
Right.
I swear, you know, on my mom's side, you know, they have green eyes and a nice hair. On my dad's side,
Hair is nice on everybody's
they
head.
believe
They red
in
bones.
nothing but ebony.
Hair is
You know, ebony
the mother
is
trait.
the best. And
Is the mother tree.
on my father's side, everyone talks
Not
proper.
mine.
I'm
My mama had
4C.
nappy hair. My daddy
my
had
mama's
baby
side.
Jesus hair.
I'm forced to that's from his
What'd you
mom.
say, Jesus?
No, his mama and his dad. They all look like brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I come from a bunch
You
of
said
mulattoes,
Jesus hair?
right? But they used to call my daddy baby Jesus back
She
in the day.
explained why
Yeah.
she's so silky on us.
Silky smooth.
You know, it jumps around. You know,
I'm 4C.
Silky.
You got them 4C coils.
Tight.
It's tight.
But the flip side though is that back in the Jerry curl and perm days, my shit never broke off.
Everybody was. I had a girl back in the day. I ain't gonna front. I had when my shit used to.
It was banging, huh?
I had some shit back in the day.
You ain't on camera.
Long time
You ain't on
ago.
camera. Come give me one.
So,
You ain't
yo,
on camera. I lied.
in the
Look
spot.
who's
What's
in the
up?
building.
Look who snuck on in.
That's not funny.
What's
you
up,
guys.
Ian?
Real done went vegan and I can feel her ribs now.
Okay, put in the rib. So
We were discussing
Wait
how
a
you
minute
used to love
now.
pork chops.
She said, I digress.
Yeah.
I digress.
digress, nigga. So
So what?
So have any of
what's-
you guys tried any vegan
yeah.
meals?
I tried
Yes.
that solely vegan downtown and I just had the greens.
I've been vegan mob.
The line be too long.
Well, you got to get there early. You know, you're a town aficionado. You got to be able to. Actually, speaking of them, well, actually, never mind.
Hey, I was eating there when it was quick way, so you know, yeah, that I
No
mean.
details, just results. I'll just say that. 'Cause
I've been
I don't
there
like to
since it
say
was
nothing
quick
before
ways.
I do it, and
Right.
it get you can block your blessings. But I've been there. I've been to I've had, I think it was Vietnamese vegan.
Lotus flower.
I think that was it.
Their food's good.
Yeah.
There's
it was-
another place in Hayward called Veggie Lee's. That's a vegetarian and vegan restaurant. Food is slim.
Why did it have to
And-
be Vietnamese? That sounds racist.
It's Chinese. Well, that's why it's a racist. That's the name. That's the
I
culture.
mean, the fact that the brother had to point out that it was Vietnamese
because
that
it's
seems
a
racist to
very
me.
it's
No,
the kind
there's
of food
different.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stir things.
I mean, I'm
And there's the
multi-dimensional.
problem.
Remember, I was on
There's
the
the
block
problem.
drinking sake in
Right.
the early '90s when niggas was drinking St. Ives. I was drinking sake.
Like you
so
was
I've
rough.
always been a
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
type
yeah.
of
hella
dude.
rough.
You've been diverse.
Nigga, I'm hella rough.
I
I drink
layers.
sake,
I think that's
nigga.
part of the issue too. I think us as a culture,
I
we don't
branch out.
We have to branch out.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I would not try different types of Asian food. Right?
Mhm.
We ate Chinese food. Now it's it. Vietnamese, Cambodian, Laotian, Thai. None
I'm
of
cool
it.
on Indian though. I'm cool.
Out-
on
Indian
Indian
food, all
I-
of it,
I fuck
all
with
of
the curry.
it. Burmese
I fuck
food.
with the curry.
I'm telling you,
I
when I
spent a
say
day on the toilet.
Indian spot.
I was
Curry.
missing out
I
on
fuck with it.
everything delicious.
It's an experience.
Such
Absolutely.
so much good
You
food.
have to
Yeah,
Because once
realize
again, cooking with passion and the essence that you put into cooking.
there's a whole nother a genre
Yeah,
of food.
there's so much you
You've
could be
never
missing
been
out.
able to go ahead
So
and try.
even though I have a Creole and soul food background, I don't lock myself in that box. I make
Right.
food from every culture, every genre because it's necessary. If you really, really look at the ingredients of a lot of the foods that we eat and that people of other nationalities eat, there's so many similarities.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's another specialty in a different culture of food?
I make a really good
Oh, hello, hi. My name is Ria.
Hello, hi,
This is
Ria.
my topic here because I love.
This
to
is
cook.
Brandon.
Yeah, it was a cold piece.
I love to cook, so I make a lot of Southern food because I have these recipe books, and I just really.
Oh, so you make out the recipe book? See, we cook from the heart.
No, nigga, shut up.
You know
No, no,
what?
Hello.
no. What's your specialty?
Egg casserole and
What part of the South they make
good.
that?
I make a really good sweet potato souffle.
fancy sweet potatoes.
We're going to challenge you to bring that when you bring them fucking
What
jello
about your
shots.
smothered pork
Okay.
chops, huh?
Okay, you know what?
Nobody eat y'all better stop eating that
okay,
fucking
so
pig.
no, we asked this young lady.
Yeah.
What's your specialty in the different culture?
So one of the things that my family likes a lot is when I do a vegan. Sometimes I'll throw meat in there because they want some meat, but just a simple coconut curry dish with vegetables. And I take a blend of Indian spices and Thai spices and
Excuse us.
kind of put it together and do my own little fusion type of thing. I don't know, it's good. I mean, anything that you can put over rice is delicious, right?
You said curry what again?
With coconut milk.
Coconut rice
milk.
made with coconut milk is
Hell it is. Jamaicans do it.
yeah.
So do the Asians. Everybody does it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does it.
You know, usually we go ahead.
I make a
and-
good ass pancit too. Thinking it's similar
Oh,
to
really?
Filipinos.
What's
Mhm.
pancit?
Oh, you gotta bring that.
Pancit
in.
is a rice dish noodle that Filipino. It's like it's like street food kind of, but it's a very traditional rice noodle dish. It has traditionally it has ground pork, shrimp, carrots, cabbage, celery, noodles, and whatever. But I do it with ground turkey, right?
That's my thing.
So you
don't
can
eat
always
red
change
meat,
it,
so
right?
ground turkey
You
is
do
a
it ground
substitute.
turkey.
And what's the nature of this dish? Is it Caribbean or what?
It's Filipino.
Filipino.
My
It's a
son is
Filipino dish.
Because I've personally been boycotting everything Caribbean or possibly African.
Why?
Why?
Your inside's gonna fall apart.
Well, I mean, you know, because of the
Somebody
fact
gonna
that.
put some
You better
hoodoo
get you
on
some
you.
goat cheese.
Well, I mean, because
Nah,
of the
go ahead.
things that's going on in the
Goat cheese is delicious.
diaspora.
Okay.
We need to eat more of
Pan
our.
Africanism is there.
Fruits and vegetables.
We need to eat more of the foods that we actually come from.
Exactly.
You know,
There's a reason why our people were healthy and lived long, in the bush.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Usually by now we've gone into social topics We
you
talk
wanna
about
dabble into that?
no. Actually,
That's why
Let's
I'm
not.
tempted to
I
say
can't
wait.
not because I really don't even want to do that today.
Actually, I think right about now,
I'm on some
you know,
fuck
very-
everybody shit, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
fuck everybody.
I'm gonna go
with you.
in at the end.
Okay.
I got some
No,
shit.
but like real spit, we need to have some more episodes or
We need to
you
have
know
a cookout.
where we talk about
anytime.
good eating.
What you want me to bring? The paella pan and the burner,
Good
the
eating
grill?
from
What you want
black
me to do?
folks.
Because I do it all.
You know what I'm saying? Because
We don't do
you know we
cookout.
can always talk about
could bring
what's going
one
on,
or two barbecue
you know,
pits.
socially or locally,
The
but
smoker?
in the same verse.
Mine don't leave the house for a year.
Mine do.
In the same verse, we have so much black
I
talent
have
in the
deep
Bay
fried
Area,
tin.
and
Oh,
I want
yeah,
us
absolutely.
to
I agree.
expound on it. I want us to flourish it. I want us to
I
go
think
ahead
we are though.
and
I
endorse
think
that
if
shit.
You're, I think if
You know
you're
what I'm
paying
saying?
attention, if you're really paying attention, right now in Oakland and in our community, it is a renaissance.
Yes.
But it's also a revolution, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's to some people not paying attention. They don't know, but I'm watching what's happening.
Yeah, I'm
even
seeing
me
all
being
these.
in the
You're
the
even part of
space,
it.
I'm part of it.
Yeah.
So I had a couple come and have brunch, and she posted on Instagram, brunching while black. I attract black people. White people are coming to sit down there and eat with us too. Asians, whoever. I'm not going to discriminate, but I definitely want to create a space that is welcome for us in Jack
Exactly.
London Square. We've been pushed out of
Comfortable
there.
space.
You look at through the annals of
We're gonna
history.
brunch while black.
You looked at the
Brunch
annals of
while
history.
black.
Like Pharaoh mentioned earlier, a lot of things happen over a meal. You have
That's what I said, man.
Resolution.
you have even if if you have this country, whatever, get together to dissolve a disagreement to come to an understanding, they have it over a meal.
It's all about over a meal.
Or some trees.
And that was
Our-
But the
But-
king wasn't
Our
smoking
family-
trees.
Our
You
family's
know what?
motto at the restaurant at the
What?
barn was, "You can taste the love in our
them on the way
food."
to the hotel. I don't know.
I
Wait,
live
say
with
again?
that all. You can taste the love in our food.
Oh yeah.
My family's motto is something my grandmother, we all say to each other, and it's real love is no charge. So people are like, oh my God, thank you. Like I made too much food the other day, so I had 6 or 7 little plates of food left. Right?
You just
Some
like,
guy
here you
called.
go,
Well,
here
I've
you
been
go.
feeding people in Jack London, whoever.
Yeah.
The little black boys, not little black boys, the young black men on their bikes. Like, oh look at all these little black boys on their bikes. I think they hungry. Y'all hungry?
Oh, that's
That-
They're
nice.
like, I'm a feed
That's
you. I want
love.
you to
That's
know
love.
that this
That's
is
That's
a
the blessing
space
that you
for us.
are.
Like,
That's what I was talking about. Being
That-
that
somebody's
blessing.
over here on your side.
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
earlier with being a blessing, man. Being a
That-
blessing, you want to go ahead and make sure that you continue to bless. You don't if you're blessing people like that, your next move is not asking for the blessing. You ask, who else can I bless? Who else can
tell
I
you.
put a smile
Once
and
again,
The
fill their
space,
tummy?
the space that I'm
The
in,
blessed
and I just
ones.
want to be as transparent as possible. The space that I'm in, I did not see it coming. When Lily Ayers of Queen Hippie Gypsy put together the event at Mosswood, she just threw it out there as like a picnic. Who's down? We're gonna pull up. And I was like, well, I'll cook, right? It turned into me cooking for 500 to 700 people for free. To reaching out to the community saying, hey, I want to do this. Can you guys support me? They paid for all the food. My labor was donated, right? We fed everybody who came through.
Right.
We fed close to between 500 and 550 people for free. I wanted to create a space where food insecurity. How many times have you gone somewhere with you and your children and you want to bring some sandwiches because one, you want to save money, but two, it's $30 a plate for all your kids to eat, and you can't enjoy yourself if you're worrying about the cost or the expense of the meal.
No, you can't.
Right? So we want to eliminate that, and my community eliminated that, and on top of that, we had over $800 in tips at the end of the day.
That's what's up.
I didn't even have a tip jar out. This man was like, "Where's the tip jar?" I was like, "It's free. Like, it's just chill."
Again,
She was like,
just
no.
goes to show the
Right.
how much of a
appreciation.
blessing you are.
Yeah, that's
That's a
dope.
real
'cause
black man. A real black man gonna insist on
you
dropping
be like, here
something.
you go.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
well, here's the
right.
motherfucker right here.
Yeah, we ain't, we
I was
we
at-
don't take shit for free.
I was at some years ago. I was at the Jazz Kitchen in where was I at? Was it SoCal? Well, anyway, I was at the Jazz Kitchen and I ordered blackened snapper. Yeah, and I got my order, and I was tasting and was like, oh my God.
That's good.
This, and I about ready to come like, excuse me, please, can the chef? I wanted to tell him, wow. I was like, I don't.
I need to.
That's the kind of stuff
I want to compliment you. I said, I want to
Hold on,
compliment the
hold on.
chef. I just want to say, wow, thank you for doing your thing. Because, like you said, if you do it yourself,
Right.
when somebody does it and it hits you, I want to acknowledge you to
Yeah.
let you know I appreciate what you just did.
You don't know what that
Thank
means to someone
you.
who's preparing food. Like
Yeah.
I try to make it a point to go out and say hello to the guests that are coming for brunch. You know,
Yeah.
my children work for me. It's a whole family affair, and we chilling.
Yeah.
Like I'm working, but we chilling. So it's such a fulfilling experience to have someone really appreciate the effort and time. Not just everything I make it in my sleep. That's nothing to me.
Right.
But to do the shopping and the prep work, to pay someone to help do whatever, like all of that effort is in every dish.
Yes.
Right? And for someone to sit back like, oh my God, like little kids when they start doing the little happy rocking dances, you know, my friends because she's like, girl, I've been rocking the whole time. Like, it's good.
It's like when I cook, I post my shit and I call my shit "Shut Up and Eat" because when
Yeah.
when I cook
So does.
and the compliments I've gotten, and I'm humbly cocky, but there's nothing to do but shut up and eat when I cook,
Enjoy
and
this shit.
I enjoy. It's like
I'm not cocky. I'm a very humble chef.
I'm humble, but I'm humbly
Don't
cocky.
fuck with me though. We
Yeah.
good because I'm still
Nah,
violent.
I already know.
That's being humbly
We gonna
cocky.
talk because I want to get some of them skills.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm atop anything. I'm just a
I'm not
humble
competing
servant of
with
the community.
anyone.
Yeah,
Right.
I love to cook. I just do. You know, I grandma, aunties.
I get it. Look, you talking to the. I
And-
get it.
When I was younger, you know, God bless, you know, married 12 years this weekend, and
Y'all gotta come to brunch.
so I was prepared for life as a bachelor because besides what I can do is cook. And if you know, what female wouldn't be like, oh, this motherfucker cook?
Right.
If a nigga can eat, he can live a lot longer.
Exactly.
If he can't
I
write.
can cook.
Look,
No.
nobody
I was
ever asked
prepared.
me. No one asked me, are you hungry? They always ask me, what'd you cook?
Uh-huh.
So whenever
Right.
someone cooks for me, I'm like, oh my God, they love me.
That's
They love me so much.
That's, I'm telling you, like
Come
So
on,
yes,
you
it's
do
a
the
it's a
thing.
turn on for a man to
When-
be able to cook.
Exactly.
And if
And I was prepared for that shit.
if you can put your foot or your heart into whatever you cook, trust you me, everyone will appreciate it. Everyone will know it. I mean, like when you go ahead and half-ass cook some shit, like you said earlier, people will know that shit.
Yeah.
People will be like,
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
don't even like us
like,
today,
You
huh?
have the
there's
like,
two
you know
ways
something?
to hear.
You'll tell them before, be like, you know something, y'all, it just
There's two ways
my
to
energy
hear.
was off a little bit.
Look, like
I have a story
there's two
about
ways
that.
to hear
My son.
what is this. You know, you
Yeah.
can hear what is this
what
like.
is this?
"Oh, what is this? He's
what
like,
is this?
"Ugh, what is this?
Let's get
You
you
know.
away from my table.
I like it when
Nigga, wait, and now it's so to the point where they got commercials where we'll just put cheese on the shit. Put cheese on it. You know, they
Cheese whiz from when he was in junior high.
Put
Those cheese whiz on
some
it.
Kool-Aid on that shit,
But
nigga.
Let me tell
one
you.
thing about the food being made with love, but let me tell you something though that was a real thing that I found out today. Two things that alarmed me. You know, the civil rights movement, the modern civil rights movement came from the death of Emmett Till, which was his mother's love to not let it go. And today is the 65th anniversary of Emmett Till's murder.
And-
but what really alarmed me, though, is that Whoopi Goldberg, of all people, some of y'all might be fans of hers, but let me tell you something. This woman is an absolute self-hating tap dancer.
Hey,
And
you-
I don't throw the
we going there? I'm ready because you know I got some shit to speak on tonight.
I am not going there,
I don't
Y'all
throw
not
the,
messing
I don't
up
throw
my
the word,
mojo.
the coon word around lightly.
And-
And yes, Whoopi is a legend and all that.
Fuck that.
But Whoopi is the epitome of a Hollywood self-hating tap dancing coon. And she announced today that she's producing a film on the life of Emmett Till. Now
So-
here's where it gets worse. A lot of y'all ain't been noticing, but Hollywood has had a tendency lately with Selma, with the Harriet movie and all
Of
that,
course.
to take African American stories and give them to Africans and this and that. And this is not
Right.
something that just
Instead of giving it
coincidence.
to American actors, 'cause
This
you
is
got,
a coincidence. And some people say, "Oh, well, the British or the Nigerian actors are trained." No, the thing is that they're more docile
Yeah.
and subservient than us.
I don't
See,
think that's
you
necessarily the case. I think
trust me, I've met some of them personally.
Is
You
it?
can
That's
crack.
what it is?
You can crack
It
a
is.
black joke. You can't. If you put one of us on the set, and even if we got everything to lose,
Too many
a white
Sambos in the
producer can't
world.
crack a black joke in front of one of us. We'll throw it all away, saying, "Hey,
Yeah,
hold on,
probably,
partner." But the Africans in Hollywood,
We'll laugh with it.
in the exactly, and now they've got Whoopi Goldberg producing a movie based on Emmett Till, and she brought in some random Nigerian chick to be the director. Same thing with Selma. Same thing with the
Well-
Harriet Tubman movie that they just produced, where they made
Well-
and to think about the Harriet Tubman story, they made a black man the villain.
And the white man, the savior.
Yeah,
Well, that's the same thing in Black Panther.
yeah, a little bit.
Keep it 100.
I don't know if it was a white man's.
Call it how it is. Call it how it is.
I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and
See,
say
was
that.
that what
Exactly. See,
But my
Bill layers.
But my
Man.
point
Black
is
Panther was a
that
great movie.
my
I'm not
point
knocking
is
the movie.
that
It wasn't.
when
I'm
we-
not knocking the movie. I'm talking about the subliminals.
My
I
point
look
is,
at
and to
shit
bring it back
past
to the food,
the
is that when we come together
greatness
in love,
of the
we also
moment.
gotta come
I'm in the
together in
kitchen
unity.
all the time,
Yeah.
so I don't get to watch fucking
They
TV.
trying to erase
So
Or
us.
movies.
we're
I'm a
gonna
black
have
queen.
movie night and have you come watch some movies.
We really need to
But about the
have.
story of Harriet
It'll have to be in
Tubman,
October.
the story of Martin Luther
I
King
didn't watch
and
that
Selma,
shit.
and the story of Emmett Till
I
now being told
refuse to
by
watch modern.
Africans and not
I don't
Black
watch
Americans.
modern
descendants of
movies
slaves.
of yesterday. Not all
Why
of
we
them.
gotta be so separate? I
Because-
like that Black Africans.
You know,
No,
if
no,
you actually-
it's good.
Do you spend
Yeah.
any time on Twitter?
But
Like you got this
I
girl
don't
on
know.
there, what's her name? Issa Rae with the Insecure
Yeah.
and stuff like that. There's this one particular black girl on there from Nigeria called Lovey, and she's really popular on Twitter.
yeah,
A lot of the Africans in
she
Hollywood,
played a one
like the
character.
Cynthia Erivo who played Harriet Tubman, Issa Rae and stuff, they almost worship at this girl.
I know
And this
who
girl
she is.
and this girl will be on Twitter calling us Akadas, meaning we're cotton pickers.
Yeah.
Black Americans don't have culture. Black Americans are nigger, this and that. And then you'll
That's-
see people like Issa Rae
So listen, can I-
retweeting that while getting rich playing an African American character.
So
crazy.
let me give you this. Now then, I'll tell you this.
I want that
if
shirt.
if it wasn't
Nah, bro.
if it wasn't where we're throwing shade on each other, if we're not throwing
We
shade on each
always
other,
will.
and we're
I
always
am not focused on
in
none
the
of that
per-
bullshit. I
in
don't
the
even give a
mindset
fuck.
of
Don't come over
building
here with
each other
that,
up,
bro. 'Cause
then
we still
I'm
fight.
not going to criticize.
I'm
really not because I
I'm
mean
about
again,
us.
you know, you can't go
But I hold
ahead
us
and
accountable.
expect that we
Absolutely.
it's a different
Absolutely
day and age when it
That's
comes
the
Absolutely.
thing. I hold
the
us
people that
accountable.
are
I hold us
acting
accountable more
nowadays.
than I hold
I mean,
anybody
like,
who's not
you
as
know,
accountable.
I don't have a lot
they
to
want
say because
folks
I
to
haven't
go
done
ahead
any research, and I
play
honestly,
one role.
I don't care.
But then,
At the end
you know,
of the
when
day,
when they
they're
get on
not
the
putting
camera,
food
you're
on
like,
my
oh,
plate or the ingredients in my
you got
pot.
some
You know what I'm
brothers that
saying?
are now like they
I'm not
have
worried
white
about them.
wives and they go ahead and they get criticized.
None of it.
I'm not too mad at the brother for having a
No,
white
I'm
wife
not.
and got a
I'm not
certain-
mad.
I understand the
Definitely not mad at that
disconnect,
either.
I understand
I
the
think that
disconnect.
At the end of the day, we're all God's children.
I put you like this. I was in rap
Y'all
music
niggas
back
just
in the day.
try to have four
and
people
I watched
talking at the same
I,
time.
I watched the others.
Silly motherfuckers.
I
Heathens in the
watched
house.
the
Some
others
of us
come
were
in and take over
created
rap
after.
music, and now I'm
And that's
watching
another story.
others
You'll get that
who
at
just
3 in the
happen to
morning.
kind
I
of
know. I
look
get it
like
right
us,
now. Oh,
coming in
I know,
and
we
becoming
can-
the gatekeepers
And, you know,
of culture.
and you know,
created
and
other
that's
people.
and that's why I don't
Oh,
I
it came from us
I hate
for
to
us.
say it, man. I don't
No, I get
endorse
it.
the new music.
You know, I used to write.
that's- No, hold on one second. I don't endorse the music that gets promoted nowadays with the wrong
There's
kind
some
of content.
holes in the house.
I remember dancing, but I remember dancing to the original.
Dang.
I remember the original in the '90s. There's some hoes.
I do, and I like that song.
We gonna talk about that too? Okay.
I fucking love that song. God damn it!
So
So how would be mad at the
But I hate coonery and buffoonery.
But that's the
Let
thing.
me say that.
When I was in
Tap
my early
dancing.
20s, I was fully on coolery.
I like tap
So how am I
dancing.
going to be mad at the kids?
Hoes.
I don't like tap
Hoes
dancing.
in this
Tap-
house.
I didn't know it was
tap is
cool.
a-
Hoes in this house is Einstein. It's not even buffoonery. I'm gonna put it on a whole
Put
nother
it like
level.
Here's the
this.
thing.
No, but in our era, we was at
I'm-
Freaknik, we was
I
at Black
wasn't.
Beach Week,
Yeah,
and
we
we
was.
was
That's
dancing
what
to the
that's
original.
And we
house.
wanted
House.
hoes. Hey, and we
Now,
wanted
what?
hoes in the
I used to
house.
hear
But
about
how I
things that
expect somebody
happened
to
in
Shit,
the
keep it
past.
100.
I'm gonna be as transparent as I can. I was always
'Cause I was way too
fast.
classy for
We-
freaking.
So I wasn't
You was
going
too
to
classy
Freaknik.
for Freaknik.
Right.
So you mean you were elitist and bougie?
I was too fast. I wasn't going.
I wouldn't say. I
No.
wouldn't
I
say
think.
bougie. I
Well,
was
how old are you
working.
again, Rio?
Hey.
She was elitist and bougie.
I'm
Cause,
just.
hey,
Okay. Give me a range.
in fact, you could go
Hey,
back
because I
to
think
my
you're
old
too
Freaknik
young.
videos and see me with my shirt off doing too much.
A lot.
My nigga.
I
That's what
wasn't.
I'm saying.
I can
I
admit,
was-
I wasn't that
If
freak
you
me.
see me
Oh,
on
I missed
my
90s, I
clothes
did
off,
too much.
I missed
I
that.
consent.
I didn't get to go to
down
Freaknik
there.
back
I knew people
then.
that
I
rap.
had partners
people
that went, but I didn't get to
fall.
go. I missed
had
that
I
shit.
would be at
children,
Freaknik,
I'm mad.
and
I
I'd be
had
like, oh
children
yeah, that would be
and
a place
life
I would
and
not
work
go to.
and
But I got
They can
memories
keep
that
to themselves.
I'll never share.
In fact, I have two
I ain't
kids
mad
down
at you.
south. Thanks
I could
to
write a book
Freaknik.
about it, but
Shout out to
I
my
ain't
children.
trying to
I
do
love
Right,
y'all.
Freaknik.
But hold on 1 second though, because you spoke on the music, and I get it. The hoes in the house. Now, what I will say, and we was talking about the tap dancing, 'cause we free flowing conversation. So
I need
my issue with it, I mean, the song, people gonna groove to whatever they groove to. My thing is with the industry, it seems that the only females in rap that get promoted more is in that lane.
that's
And-
always been sex.
And
Has
true,
always
yeah.
sold.
And I'm not. The thing is, I'm
over it.
But we danced to the original version of that
I'm
song.
not mad at it.
Not mad
On
at
the
all.
shit, do what you do to get on to, to what you got to do to get there within reason, of course. Don't be selling yourself. I mean, really though, don't be out there selling yourself. But
Try not to, man.
I mean, I get it because I'm a dude.
question
I,
for
my
you,
blood,
Game bringing
warm
us
blood
game, man.
pumps through my veins. So if I see ass and tits, I'ma look.
I got a question for
I'm
you.
a woman.
I
I'm a
love
And I'm not
ass
attracted
and
to women.
for you.
tits.
I got a question for you.
Sex sells.
I'm not attracted
but
to women,
don't get me
that's what it
wrong.
is.
I do want, and
about
they
you?
be
You love ass
spitting,
and tits?
but I do want to hear some.
Intelligent
I love that
conversation
shit.
in
Yes,
the mix.
I
You
do.
want to hear some contest rap, and there are
I
artists who
wouldn't-
are doing that.
I
Are
got a
they?
question for
Are
you.
they streamlined? Are they mainstream? Probably not.
Because they
But-
don't get the exposure
but they don't
because the
also-
industry is set up to, if you ain't showing your ass and tits.
So let's go back to
You don't
being
get
an
the hits.
entrepreneur, right?
I got a question for you.
We have a number of artists that we can look back at that made their own lane. Master P, for example, was one of them. However he did it, right?
Right.
Too Short did it. Like we can go back and see, and there's nothing
Okay, that's
stopping
enough.
any
That's-
artist at this point from starting their own shit to make it pop the way they want to.
True.
Does media have a huge influence on that?
Very
Yes,
much so.
but who controls the media
The
ultimately?
people on
The
the
people
media.
looking at it. So we
sheep
need to take
that-
we need to take responsibility for what we choose to promote and push. I'm not sharing a bunch of bullshit. I'm
yes,
not.
I like
I'm not. I'm not with the shit.
I'm not sharing
I'm
any
with
of
the
this.
shit.
I'm with
I
the
got a
shit, but I'm
question
not
for you,
with the
though.
shit.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
See,
though.
dude, don't.
I got
I
a
don't need that
question.
on the camera.
I got a
Yeah,
question
I'm
for
with
you,
the
though,
shit.
Shizzle.
Yeah.
While we talking about the kids being woke,
Holy
I'll give you an
shit.
example. In my era, in the
I'm
late
wrong.
80s and the early
Hella
90s,
grown.
Hella fucked up.
like I said, my uncles didn't spend a lot of time with me, but
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Mhm.
In the late 80s and early 90s, you know what I'm saying, I was moving as much of that crack rock as I could.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? And I would have my uncles coming to me telling me,
I used to like D-Boys.
don't do that, right? Like, don't do that, right?
I don't
But when
like
I
it
was a
anymore.
kid in the 70s, they were selling heroin. You see what I'm saying? So I'm
Who's
like,
selling heroin?
hold on. But my point though is that they
On the
was
rock.
hypocrites to
I'm
me
here,
because
I'm
when
here.
they was young men trying to get it, they was getting it. Now that they was established men in their 40s, they was telling me, don't get it.
Right.
You know, that's the same thing with this. I
because
danced to the
growth.
original version of "It's Some Hoes to the House," Luke, and,
Yeah,
and
Luke.
now that I'm
Luke.
in my 40s with a conscious mind,
And
I'm
daughters.
gonna tell the youngsters. I'm gonna tell the youngsters.
Right.
Oh,
Nieces, daughters.
but here's the thing.
As soon as you
When
put
I
her
was
leave
that
me on the
age,
tail and pop that
I
booty, you
was
gonna be mad
grooving
as
with
hell.
that. So now that I'm of a certain age, I'm gonna tell the youngsters,
Wait, are you
oh
kidding?
no, don't do that.
You're the rock
That's not
with
right.
the chicken.
Don't do that.
No,
Knowing
I
good well
wouldn't say
when I
that.
was their age, I did the same
I
thing
was
or worse.
with, like I said, I'm
Well,
with the
there, but
shits.
that's where
So where's the hypocrisy?
growth
Because
and
here's the thing.
emotional intelligence come into play.
But can you really tell a youngster don't do that? We know good well if you was in the same age range as him, you would be doing the same. You'd probably be doing worse.
Okay.
Oh, I know I
Maybe
would
because
be.
there's a whole slew of children
once
and people
again,
who didn't do any of that.
as
So
Dave-
it goes
listen,
both
feel
ways.
bad.
Here's the thing.
Y'all didn't get
I
to
was
live.
bad.
Listen.
And they feel bad for you.
Here's the thing. As Dave Chappelle said, now if you're dressing like a hoe, and you know,
I can
you
walk down the street,
no,
don't fucking make me
hold
better
on,
not
Phil.
fuck
Let me
with me.
finish.
Don't
Let me
fuck
finish.
with me.
Hey, that's
Let me
what I'm
finish.
talking about.
Can I finish?
No.
Can I finish?
Yes.
If you dressing like one, and
You wear a hoe's uniform?
dressing in a hoe's uniform, and the
What's a hoe's
motherfucker
uniform?
walk up on you.
Okay, now I have to debate.
No,
because-
I'm not gonna specify it. Let me
Okay,
finish.
fine.
What's the uniform though?
No, let me finish. Let me finish,
All right,
pimpin'.
okay.
No.
If you walk up in that thing, and you got that thing on, and you know a motherfucker has an assumption, then you know, hey. But if I walk in with a police uniform and you're getting hurt, you say, officer, help me. And I say, hey, I'm just in my uniform. I'm not here to help you. Nigga, that shit don't work out.
First off, that's
That
a
shit
whole
doesn't
job
work out.
and a whole different.
No,
that shit
nigga,
don't even
no,
matter.
no,
Like that
no,
shit don't
no,
even
no,
add up.
no.
That's 1 and 1 is not
man.
2 in that one. That's like 1 and 1 is 5.
Why? What you
Hey,
think
hey,
about it,
hey.
man?
Hey, well, no.
I have a
So-
daughter, and so my son is one of the most chauvinistic young men I've ever met. And Johnny knows my son, and Joshua is so
Don't
much
bring me
like
in this shit,
you
nigga.
shouldn't be. Like one time I
Put
came
my glasses
downstairs
on.
in a little summer dress. He's like, I don't like the way that dress makes me feel. I said, good. Then it's doing exactly what the fuck it's supposed to do because you're not supposed to feel anything about this dress except for what you feel.
Totally different
Not
scenario
like it. Nope,
compared to
nope,
what I
nope,
fucking
nope,
said.
Nope. But how is
Totally,
it?
totally
how is
different
it that,
compared to
how
what I
is
said.
It, how is it that
I want to know what
what I
Floyd
wear,
feels about this.
what I wear, makes a man feel like he has the right to presume anything about me? I
Well,
could be hot.
Listen, I see nipples. I see nipples on Instagram
We
or
don't
in
understand
Instagram
that.
and face
They're
crack.
for feeding
I-
babies.
Listen,
So
listen,
what?
wait.
Nipples.
Don't-
Right on,
don't-
Julian.
I love cleavage. But if I see areola, I'm going ham.
Okay.
I'm giving you the business because I want the business.
Oh.
I want the business.
He's with
so
the
I'm gonna
shits.
give you the business.
He's with the shit.
So I'm gonna give you the business.
And you might get the business back, so you better be careful.
As a man,
Hold up. I'm just saying. No.
I can
I'm
say
a nigga
this.
too, so
Hey, I already know.
Look, can I get one?
Yep, I'm
Can I
gonna
get
get
two?
two.
I just
My
don't need
nigga,
two.
goddamn
I'm gonna
it.
need y'all to
I
leave us
say-
alone though.
I
We have
can
our
say this.
I'm with the
and
shit like that.
Half nigga, half woman.
As a male with warm blood pumping through my veins, I can
One
say.
here,
My
damn
name
it.
is Rio.
ready?
I'm from East Oakland.
Another?
I was raised.
You sound kind of soft.
My name is Rio. I
We
was
know that
raised
already,
and born
motherfucker.
and rooted in
I
East
just want to know what
Oakland.
Flodge feels about this.
So what I
please
think,
break
I
it
got
Flash.
I got a daughter too, so that's why
I
I
got a
really
daughter. My first
kind of
one
paid
was a
attention to
daughter.
what she said.
I was
But
cursed.
one thing that
I
I
cursed a
can't
lot.
stand is being out and about in the stores and seeing these parents letting they teenage girls 10 to 12 wear Daisy Dukes
Booty
with
shorts.
their booty
Absolutely,
cheeks.
absolutely
So-
ridiculous.
Booty shorts.
We're not
So
doing that.
what I'm so that's
At
one
12.
part of it, but I just think that it's levels to it. Like you can't if you got it out, you gotta expect what's going. I mean, we just go off what we see, right? Everybody,
That's
right?
true.
So
See whatever you want.
Well,
Don't
this
touch
is
me.
the thing that I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a problem
nobody
with. Let me
deserves
just
it.
A
say
woman can walk
this.
around naked. I'm not
But-
gonna touch
but
her
you
because
can't-
it's not
but
my
you all
job
have
unless she
freedom of
invites me.
But you
Well,
can't.
that's my wife, by
You
the
cannot
way.
expect
Just
for
saying.
negative comments not to
Right.
come, dirty looks, and all that.
But-
If you put yourself out there like that,
But let me just explain something, okay? Because I noticed that when, and I'm gonna say it, okay? When black women wear booty shorts, we're referred to as hoochies. But when young
This
white
is not
women,
87.
young white teenage girls, I'm just gonna say it.
I say them
They
white
don't-
bitches.
I'm not gonna say that.
Them
because
white bitches.
We're gonna have to
That's
censor
why I
him.
say
They
I
don't
ain't gonna
call
lie
the
about
white
it.
young girls
Them-
hoochies.
I say,
In fact,
let me get a gray suit.
in fact, they
Let me-
don't call
let
them
me get a
anything
gray
at
suit
all.
one
They
time.
don't even have a name. But if we wear shorts, we're hoochies,
Yeah, but
we're
it's-
ratchet, we're this and we're
But
that.
it's the same
I
thing,
saw
But I
right?
see
It's
it
the
is
same
the same
thing.
thing.
If you
It is
top
the
heavy,
same
right?
thing.
Now, let's say
It is
I
the
done
same
seen,
thing.
but listen though, I done seen girls wear a tank, like let's say a dude's tank top, and she got an A or a B cup. She could wear that without no bra, and you'd be like, okay, that's doing a little bit much. But let the same shirt be in some double D's, and you're gonna be like, God damn.
Yeah.
So you gotta be responsible for yourself
Thank
because
you.
you're responsible
That's
for
right.
how you look, and the way
That's
people
right.
perceive you
Plus,
is
other
what
women-
you
So
are.
So how
Wait,
someone
plus-
perceives me
plus
is
you're a
another
reflection
business.
of that
I don't
person.
care.
Plus,
you
other
personally-
women will go ahead
Personally, because
and
I
shots.
serve food in a bathing suit and a sarong on a hot day.
Well, I was
That's
gonna
me.
But I'm saying you
Right.
can't.
Nothing
be
wrong with
mad
feeling
if-
good about
Yourself.
how you look. Nothing wrong with that.
For the first time in my
So-
life, I've recently had a man tell me that I was too small and I need to gain some weight. And I was like, nigga, who? They don't even make your kind because I carry this 219
He had to be
pounds.
from the South.
Oh, they make them.
I carry this 219 pounds well,
I heard
but
that,
I ain't little. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing little over here.
You get picked up and walked around the room.
Well, I'm tiny.
So-
I don't need to get no bigger though.
Like,
But
little.
the idea that I can't wear what's comfortable for me without it being someone's
problem.
issue.
Right.
But that's their issue.
right.
That's why I say it's none of my business how someone perceives me.
If you're showing areola, I'm going to say something to you. I'm just saying
think-
that. I'm just going to put it out there.
That's
Here's
it.
the thing.
That's it. I ain't married. I'm not married. If I see
what I'm saying.
if I see your
I get it.
areola,
I
we
get
need to
it.
have it. We need to chit
I
chat.
get it.
Damn it.
I'd rather talk about
I get
food.
it.
Pointed me.
I get it.
My bad,
I need to know.
I
good.
get it.
nigga.
But at the same time, because here's the thing. You got people who dress for self-esteem issues.
Right.
So,
Or they
and
just feel
don't get me
good
wrong.
about
I used to be a
themselves.
dummy. You know, that I'd be like, oh, hey, bitch. Hey, this.
Oh, you
What?
wanted them? You wanted to fight? Oh,
No, not fighting, but no, not fighting, no chick, no.
no, I'm
Well,
saying I would
But-
want to fight.
He like,
Oh,
do-
it-
No, I wouldn't. No, not.
not like that.
Come here, bitch. No, I don't do that.
Do you have big breasts?
Ignorant.
Do
But I would
you
be
have
like,
big
"Ooh,
breasts?
shit.
Right.
When I was younger,
It happens to older men. Do it too.
but when you get older and you learn some
He
shit,
said he need that older milk.
it's
He need that new milk.
It's
yeah.
spoiled.
I play
He
spades,
he said the spoiled milk digests better.
It probably
Yeah.
does.
but
It ain't coming out.
It's
though.
slow, nigga.
Were you breastfed?
I look at stuff now
Absolutely.
on a different level
On the
because
No
nurse.
deal
Similac, no
with-
Similac, honey.
nurse.
No, like
hey, fuck nuts. So society tells people they have to be A, B, or C nowadays, and what happens is everybody's not A, B, or C. You got some E, F, G's,
I have-
L, and
okay,
P's,
okay,
and I'm not
okay,
talking about
okay.
the alphabet people.
I was about to say, nigga, we ain't talking about
I'm
them
gonna interject
motherfuckers.
real quick.
Yeah.
So one of the things we don't share enough is literature. There is a book that I read. It's called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, and it breaks down like all these socio ideas and all these rules that we follow in life because somebody told us to. And
the
so
rules.
yeah, fuck them rules.
How can
I
you
want
have an organized
everyone
society without
to-
rules?
Somebody has to
You
follow.
don't have
Who's
rules,
organizing
but-
it and why? Why does it have to be organized? I mean,
Here we
we
go
all
with the
pretty
shenanigans
much- we all
again,
pretty-
y'all.
we all pretty much operate
Here we
under
go
a
with the
social
shenanigans.
People need to
Right.
have
That's
order.
rules.
The
It's written on-
shenanigans.
the earth and nature is order.
This piece of rock on a
you have to have
sphere.
some type of
Because
gonna
we're
be
civilized.
order.
We're higher
Right.
beings. So
Yeah.
thus,
Okay, so once
Unless
again.
you see some areola, then you.
Yeah, I was about to say, nigga, I was going right back. Wait, listen, I swear to God, I was going right back to areolas.
Like I
nigga.
said, I
Like,
understand
if I
both
see
sides of
areola,
the argument, but
I need areolas.
Wow.
what it is, I've grown to
Fuck it.
understand that some people dress the way they dress to make themselves feel confident.
Yes.
Or comfortable, because
Yeah, and I don't bash nobody I don't back because
So
I
you-
bag.
so-
I
so
told
you-
you.
you- So basically, what you're saying is,
I
if
did.
you're outdoors and
I
you
did
butt
it for the
ass
whole
naked,
first 2 months of COVID.
that's how you
Nice.
want to do.
You,
That's
And not yet. I
It's
touched
Gucci.
myself.
I'm not with it.
I like
I'm not with it, but if that's what
I once again,
They
I
sit
get to
nice
see
to me.
areolas.
Let them be great.
let them. Nah, we don't want nothing that
let them be
can.
great.
He says,
I
"Let
touch it.
them be
Hey,
great."
But we still
So-
have to adhere to the social contract.
Fuck you and your social contract is how I feel.
No,
Think outside the box and come
That's
back
how
and destroy that
society
motherfucker.
operates.
Not gonna.
If you don't
You
have
gotta
that,
follow rules.
people pushing women to the back. I
No.
mean,
No,
that's
women
Can I
are
get
the
a cheer?
forefront.
We have to make our own rules, but we're following rules.
Can I get a
that-
lightweight cheers to this show
Yeah.
right now?
Hey,
Okay,
yeah, for
all
sure.
on three areolas. Areolas.
Areolas.
Areolas. I said
Breastfeeding.
Airy
Areolas.
motherfuckers. Areolas. Love them. Love them.
So, once again, I'd
to
like
fuck
to
the whole
thank
show
everybody
up
for
like that.
tuning in. You know, we running over. We ain't
I
tripping.
love areolas.
But,
That's all there is to get.
It's not complicated.
No, not
The
even a
busy
little bit.
wife.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Missionary, coming in at thebusywife.net. Yeah, make sure y'all go check them out, man. Support them. Support her with her endeavors. I'm gonna give everybody
Support
a
black
chance
businesses, y'all.
all day, all
Please,
time. I
please.
give everybody a
Support black
chance
films.
to shout out themselves, where they can find you on social media. Go for it.
So you can find me at I'm only on Instagram and Facebook. I am older lady, so I really like Facebook a lot. But I've learned to utilize Instagram. It's the Busy Wife 2017. You will see photos of me, not my areolas, but there are photos of me that show you that I'm not your average chef. I'm also a woman, and I enjoy the whole uniqueness of my womanhood, and
Embrace
it comes
that
through in the
shit.
food. And you might see me deliver some food in a bathing suit and a sarong. So fucking what? That's kind of how I
Boom.
get down.
That's how she feels.
Winning. Door dash thing.
Rio.
Hi, my name is Rio, and I'm on Instagram. It's Rio and Runways. I am a model.
Ooh, fancy
Yeah.
pants. Hey, girl.
Consistent.
I've been on billboards and on the side of buses and magazines.
On the side of
and
buses,
Kind
huh?
of pop the
Calendars.
comments on film.
I'm everywhere, so you'll find me Rio and Runways on my Instagram and Shanice Model Life on my Facebook. And I also have a couple projects that I'm working on. She Speaks Oakland, and that is a YouTube
Nice.
series.
Yeah,
And I'm
pay
working
me
with
to
Pharaoh on a
plug that
film.
shit.
You didn't know that, but yes, I'm working on a film with Pharaoh Films. So you'll see more of me. What's up? I'm Rio in the building. Thank you. Much love.
And I'm Pharaoh, and I'm an author. And
You
a
don't whisper
filmmaker.
very low.
My,
Don't whisper.
My book, Inner City Gothic, is available right now, and you can also
Real,
find me
my
at
motherfucker.
Oh
blackareolas.com.
hell no.
Inner City Gothic,
That's not true.
Vampire in
That's not
Oakland.
true.
Check that out. Movie and book. Jay Hughes,
Okay,
my
so
co-host.
your boy Johnny Hughes, aka Jay Hughes, aka Jay Boogie, aka lover of areolas.
Lover of areolas. The
Lo-
word of the day is
lover of
areolas.
areolas,
This nigga.
aka your mother's favorite babysitter.
I thought you
Come
what
look,
happened
come-
to
come
Red
find-
Bone,
come-
Wonder
I was
Boy,
waiting for
Boy,
that.
Boy.
I was.
You gotta get that one,
I
guys.
changed it.
No,
because we've
no,
talked
you
about-
gotta kick that.
No, okay. Red Bone Boy Wonder who
Oh!
loves areolas.com. Find me, nigga. Shit.
Camo.
I
We
am
gonna do it.
upset.
God damn it.
Hey, Camo. Hey.
Yo, it's Camouflage, KAMMAFLAGE at IG.
Wait, what is that again?
Hey, Tommy.
Break it down.
Check it.
One more time for me.
KAMMAFLAGE. Camouflage.
Yeah.
I'm on IG. That's where I'm at. You want to find out more about me? Log into my page. Just working on a town magazine. Just really
Sounds like pimp shit.
trying to keep
Come
the
from a
town
bunch of them,
relevant
too.
with this music stuff. So that's what I'm working on.
Thank you, and as always, I'm your host, Deshaun. You can find me where you can find me at fatniggas.com. Motherfucking Chunkendales. Yeah, fat strippers, we taking
Chunkendales.
over.
I will take
Anyway,
them.
but seriously though, I appreciate y'all and everybody for tuning in, liking, sharing the page. You know, we do this every week. We try to keep it consistent. one more thing I want to say. Fuck Brian Urlacher. You's a bitch.
Man,
you always been a
fuck him
bitch.
the
You will
long
always
way.
be a
Man.
bitch. And anybody that think like you is a bitch.
Fuck you
So
the
I
long
really
way.
want to go in on their ass tonight, but we had intelligent conversation, and I didn't want to lower the
Now we gotta
temperature in the
carry
room.
our shit with us.
So,
It's okay.
but once again, it's
So we
peace
back
and
to the
love.
ignorant shit next week.
Next
Damn.
week, I'm on niggas' helmets.
You made us pick our game.
But
That
you
is
know,
that's kinda how
I want
I
to
move.
thank all y'all
Welcome
well,
to my
thank
world.
you.
for taking the time
We don't
out
like being
your
intelligent.
out your
We don't
Friday to tune in with a player. You know,
I'm gonna feed
Hey,
you.
you
You'll
know,
be fine.
no, real spit though.
fuck
You
Brian
know,
Urlacher.
I love this motherfucking setting. I love our podcast. You know,
Yeah, that's what we do.
We try to go ahead and make sure we keep guests, black businesses. Keep promoting
That's
brothers
what we
and
do.
sisters. By all means, we have black businesses in here that's bubbling. So
Sound like my
you know,
recorded echo.
let's keep this shit going. Hey, Rock, what the fuck, your monkey ass?
Didn't you hear us closing, nigga?
Yeah.
I just
You know when Jerry
put
Springer
headphones on
You know
there.
when Jerry Springer, not
I
yet.
just put
When Jerry Springer do his final
Right
thought,
there.
he the
Great,
end.
man. Let him be
I'm the
great.
motherfucking
Thank
end.
you.
Put that back.
I love this
Hey,
girl right
what you
here.
doing?
This the big
Thank
brain
you.
right here, man. What's wrong
That
with
was
you,
great.
man?
No, don't them niggas don't. No, these niggas ain't worthy.
wait,
No.
I don't be like that.
Hell yeah, like that, nigga. Hey, y'all, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Bye, motherfucker.
I'm not a big fan of